Hola, hola, everybody. ¿Cómo estás? I just heard the click. I got this hooked up with my other camera. And, yep. So now that audio picks up everything on the other equipment. Um, I'm pale. I got my Brill cream look in my hair. And it's not Brill cream, it's actually what I have in my hair is actually, and that's why it's so toned and calm. Hold on, this thing does this all the time. I don't get it. I don't get why this does this. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, this one here, when you put it in the holder, when it drops down, it makes the volume go off. But today, I'd like to speak on our healthcare and the healthcare disparities that go on in amongst the working class who have insurance. What has been happening is that there have been numerous denial of claims. Someone here where I live, they're messing around with documents and paperwork because I had some authorization to do imaging, and now this was from November. All right, so somebody took it upon themselves to not get it together and not do it the right way for what I need done. I'll get to the bottom of it. But what they do, what they're doing with healthcare is they're making major cuts to the insurance, and they're increasing, they're making patients pay more for their copay. And they're also, in addition to that, they're reducing the amount of services that are offered. So with these reductions going on, and with the amount of money that insurance makes, because insurance falls under the category of RICE, real estate insurance, yeah, RICE, real estate insurance, the other two, it'll come to me. So, less services, more money is the same old story, the same old game that has been going on forever. You know, do less, use equipment that is old and antiquated for imaging, where you're not detecting what needs to be detected. I just had a situation here, like I said, and it's going to be addressed because these people are playing games, and it's like, okay, you want to play games? Okay, well, you got the player, because I will run the court, and I speak on behalf of myself, I speak on behalf of everybody, citizenry across all over, because it's a bunch of BS, it's unacceptable, and now they want to create additional cuts to Medicare. So what's that going to look like for senior citizens? What's that going to look like for people who've had pre-existing conditions that were never ever addressed and never ever diagnosed because of lack of insurance, or not lack of insurance, lack of caring, lack of knowing what needs to be done to increase the longevity of people. But you know what longevity they want to increase? What they focus upon is the longevity of their bottom line. And their bottom line is money. It's not our well-being. It's not our well-being. I cannot emphasize that enough. Our well-being amongst healthcare providers, because of insurance, sure, the care providers are sincere, they're genuine in their compassion and empathy. Some of them are. A lot of them are just doing it for the money. And I've had instances where I had met with a doctor and he was talking about something, because I was saying, well, I mentioned something about some type of a test. It was either a lab, it was a diagnostic test. Because like I said, I'm familiar with this stuff because I used to do brain surgery. No, dissection. dissect that frog. Where's that brain? I see the cerebellum. I see that cortex. Come on. Let me bring it out. Hypothalamus. Anyhow, yeah, the bottom line is they don't care. They do not care. They want to provide low budget service and charge high dollar premium. And where's the oversight in this? Where's the oversight? Where's the oversight in these insurance companies charging? Okay, let's see. For instance, my hospital bill when I had the injury, when I fell off of the ladder. The quotes for the proposed level of service, what they do in the hospital, it's like a dog tag. They put the bracelet on you, right? And then now they were giving me the painkiller. They had me on the IV because of the anemia and dehydration, all this and that. I had like stuff that I knew about that they never took care of. So I'm just living with it and coping with my anemia, this, that, and the other. But the billing was like something from outer space. It was like, I think like they charge you like $1,000 for like something that cost that probably cost them like $1. Yeah, yeah. So when you start to reach out on the oversight as far as what services are needed. See, this is what they do. JCO, that's the Joint Admission of Hospitals, right? There's the acronym for that, right? It's like, this is what the patient needs. This is what services we can provide for that, and then you have the codes. You got the CPT codes. You got the ICD-9 code. Now it's ICD like 12, I think. And then you have there's another the Medicare, the CSS, Center for Social Services, and they do all these codes. But the focus needs to be on the patient care. The patient care to provide optimum health for a patient, not optimum monetary gain for the damn freaking insurance, because that's what goes on, and that what has been going on. You know, where are you politicians? Are you playing golf? Are you dozing for dollars? Are you arguing about nonsensical stuff that doesn't mean anything, that's insignificant, that is just basically a ploy to have media coverage on, like these bozo congressional hearings you have? I mean, it's just disgraceful. It's just disgraceful. Okay, and now, so that has to be addressed. That's like a number one topic. Now the second issue I'd like to talk about. This is to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I hope you're drinking your water. Your skin is starting to look better. I hope you're listening to what I'm saying to you. I'll be a nagging wife. Donald, drink your water. Donald, drink your water. Donald, drink your water. Donald, I want you to have poached, steamed chicken. You can make steamed chicken. You can make a Mediterranean style. I could give you a chef to give your people a recipe. I will have you in optimum health. You'll be running around. Your abs will be better than Obama's. Watch. If you follow my diet, you'll have abs better than Obama. Yep. So anyway, yeah. In reference to Mr. Donald, President 4547, President Trump, the flags at half-staff is a law that has been in the United States Constitution long before you were a thought in your father's huevos. Okay? I'll repeat that. This is a law that has been enacted long before you were a thought in your father's sack. Okay? So it's nothing against you that the flags are going to be half-staff. If you were to pass, and it was during the time of an inauguration for 2028, the same rules would apply. Stop thinking that you're so special that because everybody wants to come for Donald Trump. This is a law. Okay? Stick with the program. This is a law. Okay? Please. I know you got everything you wanted growing up, but there's certain things that are just not going to go your way, but it's how the law is written. And you can't change the law. Okay? Thank you very much. And don't forget your water. But anyway, um, yes. Anyway, that's what I have to say. I have to go eat something now. I need some chow. I need something in my tummy so I can get some energy, so I can have a little bit of color. Wow, yeah, I'm super pale. That's anemia. That's anemia. I've had let me see. I had anemia severely, and I was going for treatments. I was going for this iron replacement therapy for about 2 years. Every visit was $5,000. So I was going. First, I was going once a month. No, once a week. Then they narrowed it to twice a week. And then every time when I would shed during the cycle, what women have, the energy stores would be depleted. But I said to the doctor, the oncologist, hematologist, I said, excuse me, doctor, sit down here for a minute with me, please. Because I'm very direct. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. It's going to be resolved. Doctor, I've been doing this for X amount of visits. Every visit consists of a $5,000 copay to my insurance. Okay, I make my copay. What is the etiology? What's the underlying cause of this? It's got to be gynecological, or it has to be something within my abdominal cavity, within the stomach and the pancreas. Something is bleeding. Something is not correct. And he's like, it went in one ear and out the other. He was like, oh, how does she know about this? Who taught you? Common freaking sense. There's something going on. If there's something going on with your body, there's a cause for why. Why? Yeah. What a scam. What a scam. So people at all times, 24/7, 365, be your own advocate. Be your own advocate. If you see people being misrepresented and mistreated, if you're a human who has compassion and who cares, speak up on behalf of that situation. Don't turn your head like, oh no, not my problem. MYB, MYB, not my problem. No, it is your business because it's everybody's business, you know? People, these freaking people. Anyway, till next time. I gotta go eat. I gotta go make some leftover Chinese food. And how I order my Chinese food is steamed chicken. Yep. I'll be back. Stay safe, everybody. Stay warm. If you're in a cold area, it's brutally cold here. We have an Arctic blast, and you know, I hope those who are unhoused have warmth and shelter. And that's it. Stay safe, everybody. Till next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.